Welcome. You're with the Nasty Pastor, and I'm back with another back with another extra. You got what I'm saying? And it feel wonderful. It do. Once again, I don't want to stop. I just don't. You know what I mean? I don't want this to stop. It's enlightening, very enlightening when you understand something. You know what I mean? You get it when you understand something. It's very revealing. Not so much that you have been chosen, but that somewhere in your previous life, you was a force to be reckoned with. You get what I'm saying? And you're here again to wake some people up. You got what I'm saying? And I'm never going to say I'm late because you got to wake yourself up first. You got what I'm saying? You got to get yourself out the turmoil first before you can even proceed to go on to help others. And to say something to you Muslims again, you get what I'm saying? Again, you question why now. You got what I'm saying? If I would have came out of prison in 1998, speaking of what I know, looking for understanding, I wouldn't have never found it. And it would have alerted my oppressors right then in that moment to assassinate me. It would have been easy to assassinate my character because I had no good deeds. I had no, you know what I mean? I had no good deeds in me. It would have been easy to put me back in prison. It would have been very easy, very, very easy. So, so when you ask again, why now? Because it was time. You made it time. Your actions as a whole made it time for me to say, you know something, speak up. If ain't nobody else gonna speak up, you speak up. And see, one thing I dislike is to be made a mockery of, to be made a fool of. And to go into these Egyptian groups on these social media accounts and speak my knowledge and my wisdom, and you gonna laugh at me and you gonna tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. You're gonna block my information, but you let all this other buffoonery go through like it ain't nothing. Man, you better get off my face. You better be glad I ain't in your city, I ain't in your state, cause I'll come looking for you. I don't play about this. I don't play about religion. I don't play about spirituality. I don't play about life. And you sure enough ain't gonna play with me. Let's get into this extra. And this extra is from, once again, you know what I mean, Islam Explained. And we're at the part of, it says, purpose of life. Islam clearly addresses one of the most central and challenging questions in human history. What is the purpose of life? Now, I'm going to say this before we even proceed. The way I view my purpose of life is to save a stranger. Save a life. Some type of way, save somebody out here. Let's proceed. God declares in the Quran, and I did not create mankind except to worship me. And that's in Quran 51:56. For Muslims, the purpose of life is to worship God, the creator of all things. Worship in Islam is a comprehensive concept that urges people to be conscious of God throughout their daily lives and provides a framework to help people live a balanced and virtuous life. This way of life promotes strong moral character, good relations with people, as well as just and harmonious societies. Devoting oneself to a life of submission to God is the key to attaining a true sense of peace because it produces a balance of spiritual needs with worldly affairs. It also lends special meaning to the concept of living one's life responsibly, aware of the accountability to come in the hereafter. Belief in the day of judgment is extremely important in Islam. This event will signal the transition between the temporary life of this world to the eternal life in the hereafter. On that day, people will be resurrected and held accountable for their deeds in life, which will determine their eternal destination in heaven or hell. Many verses in the Quran describe the events on the day of judgment in great detail and give a description of heaven and hell. That's the end of this extra. And I can say this, it's about the same. I worded it different, but it's about the same. If you believe in all of the virtues and you see someone off track and you understand what your culture has done for you, and if you can explain it right and you can bring this person up under those teachings, those ways of life, come on, have you not saved the life? Have you not saved the life? Look, you've been with the nasty pastor. As I said, it's been another extra. What can I say? What can I say? I know I'm out here doing the demiurge work. I'm doing it in slow mo, but I'm out here doing it. I love you and I'm out.